What's going on, y'all? Welcome to The Truth Don't Hurt, where the truth doesn't hurt, it just hurt coming from me. Hey, look, the Sacramento Kings fired Mike Brown. He should have been fired his ass, to be honest with you. Look, they don't just act like he was just having coaching mishaps this year. He had coaching mishaps last year. He ain't coaching them, right? We can go ahead and blame, right? Because a lot of this does fall back on coaching, right? He's letting these boys slide when you should be coaching them. He want to be buddy buddy. He just doing soft ass coaching, right? And I think probably what was the end was when he didn't hold. I don't care what none of y'all say. He didn't hold De'Aaron Fox accountable. De'Aaron Fox didn't hold himself accountable. They said he wrote a little thing that they supposed to be all in. I don't see it. De'Aaron Fox did not make himself accountable. That coach, he was picking and choosing. I'm going to tell you why he was picking and choosing. So basically, he went on to say about how these players should have been attached. The last thing they wanted to do was give up a three. So therefore, that's reflecting your defense. Now, a coach looking, I know that coach looked at that play before. I know he done looked at the replay. And I know he looked at who was right there when it was time for that man Ivy to shoot the ball. It was De'Aaron Fox. He did not call De'Aaron Fox out. De'Aaron Fox messed up bad that play. He's the reason why they L. And then why are you jumping on a three-pointer with Jaden Ivey? He ain't no knockdown three-point shooter. So why the hell is I don't give a damn what percentage you want to give me. Jaden Ivey is not somebody that I want to go ahead and jump out on. Now, in that particular moment, yes, you're supposed to give it a contest. You're really supposed to choke it down and choke him down to make him take a midi or make him go in for a layup and kill some more time. He didn't do none of that. Everybody was supposed to be attached. De'Aaron Fox wasn't attached, and he did not call him out. You can go back and look at it. He was very passive when it came down to addressing him. Now the Sacramento Kings, for somebody who's supposed to be a defensive coach, don't play no defense and haven't played no defense. You know, I'm on record where I'm saying that I would have never had paid Mike Brown. I would have made him earn it. He didn't earn it. He just got paid off the strength that he was that he came in and they went to the playoffs with him after they didn't broke that long drought. In our reality, the players, it was their first time. The way that they was playing was new for everybody. Everybody was clicking, gelling. They had TD, who's also they should have brought back, but he was big. But it was solid. Nice little rotation, had a little bench. Everybody was growing into their role. Right, it was something new. But when the league adjusted to him, when they got adjusted to him, he never was able to adjust to what the league adjusted to. Soft ass coaching. He gives the De'Aaron, Monk, Sabonis, and all them long leashes. But as you can see, when they get long leashes, it doesn't end up good. He needs to be able to hold them accountable. What makes them bigger than the program? And he treated them boys like they was bigger than the program, right? You would hear other players say that, even Steven Jackson would say that Greg Popovich wouldn't treat Tim Duncan like he was bigger than the program. Andy Reid and him don't treat Patty Mahomes like he's bigger than the program. But he treated them like they was bigger than the program. Bro, he didn't have LeBron. He didn't have Curry. So all of them make him look better. Make him look better than what he has been coaching. He's probably a good assistant coach, a good positional coach, but when it comes down to a head coach, he ain't never been shit. Oh, shit, I'll make it to the playoffs, and I'll make it to the conference finals if I had LeBron. He ain't coaching shit. And as you can see with the Warriors, shit, they didn't really need no coaching like that back in their day. So what was he coaching? Bro, the Sacramento Kings are not in a rebuild position. They have talent. They just a couple bodies away from really, really making some noise. The Sacramento Kings have talent. They have a big when the league is not full of bigs. They have two slashers, and they brought DeMar DeRozan in. Right? Come on. Like they got a plethora of guards. They need some wing bodies, some 3-and-D wing bodies, a defensive-minded big who would be a plus if he can hit that shot, but a defensive-minded big. And maybe, if they could get in there and will and deal, maybe a backup point guard. But other than that, the Kings don't need much. That could be addressed, and what they need could be addressed in a trade or two that doesn't require too much capital. So he's underachieving with this trade, with this team. And even with this team being small ball and all, because he has made some bad decisions, which is start Malik Monk. Why would you start Malik Monk? You keep Malik Monk off the bench. If you're struggling with defense, you insert another defender right there, and you keep that punch with Malik Monk off the bench. That was a bad decision. He's been making porous decisions ever since he's been here with these rotations. His rotations suck. These players act like they don't know what they're doing. You a defensive minded coach, and his team has got worse with you under your tutelage, and his team has been together for what, 3 years? And you're not a young team, and his team has playoff experience. So for you to underachieve the way that you've been, no, it's always been coaching. And there's plenty more on why the Sacramento Kings, one, should have never even signed him to an extension. And two, he should have been fired a long time ago. His coaching was trash last year. Like I said earlier in this video, it's been trash. It's been trash, man. So all of this is a surprise, and these other little soft ass coaches, oh man, he's a coward for man. It is what it is, man. Man, look, Mike Brown getting paid what, 30 million? I don't think, man, come on, man. Mike Brown taken care of, my G. Regardless if Vivek can look him in the eye and fire him, it doesn't matter. He made the decision. It is what it is, man. You know, it's been time for him to go, and I'm glad Vivek and them realized that it was time for him to go, because he's underachieving with this roster, because this team still has talent on this roster. There's no way that this team should be, 12th in the West? This team should be top 8 in the West. Come on, man. You done lost. He done had some bad L's, and choking to Detroit was the icing on the cake. Come on, G. I don't care if you missing Sabonis or not. The talent, the punch that you had, you was up, 19? Come on, man. You should have finished that game out, but you didn't. You didn't. So if you telling your team to do one thing and they doing the opposite, who does that fall on? The head coach, right? They don't respect your coaching. You soft coaching. You not really putting it down the way that you're supposed to do it. Come on, man. You need to go ahead, man, and hold all these boys accountable. You need to really coach. See, one thing's for sure, what these coaches is doing, especially Mike Brown, they let these players play and exhibit bad behaviors and bad habits, and they don't correct them when they should correct them, and then it ends up hurting them in spots when it matters the most. As a coach, you need to correct that bad behavior. You need to get on them. You don't allow these players to practice and play with bad habits. You correct that. See, one thing for sure, I like Doug Christie in his position. I think Doug Christie gonna get on their ass. Now, Doug Christie, now look, it ain't all Mike Brown. I can tell you that, because one, like I said, you got dumbass players with no IQ. You got players who ain't committing to the defensive end. That's a mentality thing. That's a soft ass player thing. But it's up to the coach to go ahead and get the most out of it. This team, this coach couldn't get the most out of it. Doug Christie, I think Doug Christie can go ahead and get the most out of this team. I like Doug Christie. I think, Christie was a tough-nosed player, and I think he'll probably bring that. If they let Doug Christie, man, go ahead, man, take the wheels off, let Doug Christie do it. I think as soon as I seen Doug Christie be nominated for an assistant coach, I knew off the rip that Doug Christie was the future. I've been talking about this for years, and now it's time to go. I think Doug Christie is a coach for this team. Doug Christie, man, let me tell you something, Doug. You listen to this shit, Doug, you better not sit over there and take no shit from them goddamn players, man. You coach them goddamn players, man, hard. See, it's all this soft-ass shit that you talking about. You can't talk to these players a certain type of way. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Get that soft-ass shit up out of here, man. You get on their motherfucking line if they gonna be out of line. You correct that shit. You coach them. You coach them hard. Shit, you think Ime Udoka coaching like a bitch? No, he not coaching like no bitch. That's why he doing the most, and he ain't got that much. And his talent, and see, Ime Udoka just collected a whole bunch of defenders. He ain't got that much punch. He ain't got no space on that team. Now look where he got them at. So just think, if you go ahead and give Ime Udoka some more offensive talent, what he gonna do? You see that shit, what he did with Boston? And that other dude, see, the other dude benefited off of Ime Udoka work, my G. Stop that bullshit. Ime Udoka really coaching. man. And that Thunder coach, he over there coaching. What about Mike Brown? Is he coaching? Hell no. Man, he need to get this shit right, man. He should have been fired a long time ago. And I'm glad the Sacramento Kings stood over there and pulled that trigger, man. Cause he should have been gone. He ain't coaching shit. This team is talented. This team is just missing. Quit playing. My G, you sitting over there playing. You got a small ass lineup. You got 3 guards in the lineup that's 6'5" or less. Malik Monk, like what, 6'1", 6'2"? Come on, he ain't no damn 6'3". He like 6'1", 6'2". And then you got Sabonis, he what, 6'10". And then you got Keegan, who about 6'7", 6'8". Come on, man. And you wondering why you not crashing the glass? You wondering why your defense is ass? Come on, G. You should have been playing Keon Ellis. You should have been playing. How the fuck you get Jay Crowder and you don't play him, bro? Jay Crowder is what this team need. I don't give a damn if it was 15 minutes, bro. Jay Crowder need minutes, my G. So that's off the rip that I know that this so-called defensive-minded coach ain't coaching shit. Just some of the decisions that he making his rotations, how he's reaching the team, and what he's produced. I know you buy your fruits and you ain't did shit. You only got paid because you happened to go ahead in your first year take the Kings to the playoffs. And they choked that shit too. But anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, and we gone.